Hi, I'm Amy and welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday! Today is February 22nd, 2022, and all of those twos happen to actually fall on a Tuesday. That could only mean one thing: we needed to do a hop involving a ton of twos. So today, I am participating in the Tuesday hop that involves 6 pairs of twos, one for the day of the week Tuesday, and then one for all of the twos that you saw in my title card for our date. So I have my 6 things: 2 photos, 2 of the Nuvo Shimmer powders, 2 Glimmer Mist sprays, 2 sheets of pattern paper, 2 different drop finishes, which I don't usually do. If I mix drop finishes, I keep the colors consistent, like all yellow drops or all pink drops. This time I'm going a little out of my comfort zone there. So 2 drop finishes, and then my too long title is going to involve 2 fonts. I happen to have a lot of colors of this Feeling Good tile font by Nicole Jones 911, and then I had 4 colors of the skinny font from Doodlebug. So I'm starting off with a sheet of the Vicki Boutin foundations paper. I want to get the powders and mists done first so that they can dry while I am figuring out what to actually do with the photos and the papers. I started off with doing a quick mist of water to kind of give the powder something to stick to at the beginning, and then I squirted water on top of them after I had put them down. What is really cool about these shimmer powders is that when you sprinkle them on your paper, they look like a solid color, but as soon as they hit water or water hits them, then they kind of explode into this riot of color. And the violet brocade one, the purple one, is a gorgeous colors. It has these purples and hot pinks in it, and it's just amazing, absolutely amazing. So I kept pulling that over to check on it. I end up, in a little bit, I'm going to actually go through and add some more water to it. Alright, so starting with some pattern papers, because I did not say 2 patterns, I said 2 sheets of pattern paper. And when I think of bright colors like this, Bella Boulevard is the first thing that comes to mind. I picked this yellow one. They're technically lemon slices on the side, but I picked it for the other side actually because I was planning on doing some fussy cutting of those flowers. Spoiler alert, that actually didn't happen. I did just stick with the yellow paper to back the photos with. I did use that little offcut right there of the flowers to kind of do like a partial backing, which means I actually got in 2 layers behind my photos. So there's another 2. 2's kept showing up. I bet if I'd sat down to do this layout just normally, I would have had enough 2's on my own. Inking, normally I'm doing my black soot. I pulled it down, decided it was going to be too dark. Then I pulled down, picked raspberry, and I was like, it still feels too dark. And I was going, can I do yellow? Like, I don't ink in yellow because it never shows up. I went ahead and pulled down the squeezed lemonade as well as the, mustard seed. I decided to go with the squeezed lemonade. It did actually show up well enough. I was going to pull my title just then, and I was like, no, wait, I don't want to do that. I don't want my title done until after I get my background stuff. I don't want to pull title letters off. I don't quite know how I want it to fit, and so I'm not sure which colors I want to do. Now, for this particular thing right here, I was planning on cutting all of this out. I decided not to, so you can kind of see the process I go through. And at some point, I disappear for a moment because my husband came home, and I forgot to cut that part out too until just now, and oh well. So I keep spraying water on it. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with these powders. In the past, when I've tried to use them, I don't know if it's the amount of water I'm putting on or how, like, too much, too little. I'm trying to figure it out. But it didn't happen this time, which is the weird part to me. So I would put the powder down and spray it just like I did on this one. And then, this is what I'm doing right here. I'm checking because I would get the powder that would come off on my fingers, which I'm like, I can't do that for a layout because if I end up changing the page around, then it's going to be, it's going to have the powder on the inside of the page protector. So I don't want to do it with cards either, because then my recipient is getting powder all over their fingers and it will stain, and then they're gonna not want cards from me. Who knows? A million things that could happen. This time though, I didn't have any of the powders coming off on my fingers. So I don't know if it was because I used the heat tool to do it, if it was because I kept going over it with water. I don't know. But let me tell you, if I can get this to happen every time, I mean, I'll be using these suckers all the time. The biggest thing you need to remember, 1, let it dry. 2, turn your fan off. My room is insanely hot. I have a fan going at all times. And the first time I used the powders, I did not turn the fan off. And yeah, that was not my brightest move, so learn from my mistakes. Now, I went through and just kind of half put these photos on, trying to decide if I wanted to be a like a straight layer, or if it needed to be like a little crooked. And I got the straight layers in. I went and put more adhesive on there. I'm like, this is perfect. And then I was like, no, I can't. This doesn't feel right. So I get this little piece. This is my husband coming home just then, I think. I get this little piece and I'm like, cut it up. And then all of a sudden I'm realizing, wait a second. I put the wrong rectangle on the wrong one, because I wanted that. This is them before the race and after the race. And when I say race, I use that term very loosely. This was not an actual race. It was a 5K, the color run. If you've ever done a color run before, you know how fabulous they can be. And I think for this one, Elizabeth was 6. See, it was 2015. So yeah, she would have turned 7 that year. If I'm mathing correctly. I think I am. Because 8 plus 7 is 15. So she would have been 6, turning 15 in August, in a couple months. Okay. And then the little girl she's with, that is a family friend, and she's only 4. And we did the color run with, it's a lot of fun with the different powders you go through in the different sections. So you start off with your clean white t-shirt, and you end with color everywhere. It is a most interesting shower afterwards, shall we say that? Because you're just like, wow, I didn't even know I could get stuff there. So I decided for my title, the only 2 words I'm doing in the larger Doodlebug font are start and then the word finish. And I wanted start to be white, and then I decided to do finish in the other 3 colors. I wish I had more of this font in different colors, but I don't. Very happily had a comma though that I could use. Kind of wish that I had done it in like that hot pink, but oh well. So I've gone, and you saw me use glue on just a couple of those letters. The letters stick just fine to the photo. However, with the paper background, the powdery background, excuse me, then it didn't. They won't always stay with just the adhesive, so I went ahead and added some liquid glue. Now, here's where I just made a gigantic mistake. My title is supposed to be from start to finish, never too much color for these 2 in 2 twos. And I did that because it used TO, TOO, TWO, and even TU for tutu. And then I would use the word enough, never enough color for these 2. And I was like, wait a second, where's my other 2? I know I had a TOO. And I looked back at the text message I sent a friend of mine and realized that I kind of goofed that up. So, fixed it. Again, the stickers on these photos, they're the ones I've printed from my printer. There is no peel the sticker off. It is start over again. You need another photo. And I was just like, nope, I'm not doing that. So I went ahead. The word enough happens to have the same number of letters as too much. And while there's not a space in there, the fact that they're 2 different colors works. And if you noticed, I had put the start to finish, I had started off with the yellow, and what I ended up doing was the 3 different 2s, TO, TOO, and TWO, are all in blue. They're the only ones that I did in the blue letters, so everything else are the other ones. And if you have not tried these Nicole Jones letters, they're amazing. I went and I kind of MacGyvered the files so I could have it in my silhouette and have it cut out all the things, so I have it on sticker paper, which was wonderful. But even if you don't do that, I think she just cuts them out and as she uses each letter. Oh my gosh. If you miss the mini market stickers from October Afternoon, go get these. They're $2 a sheet, and she usually has a sale. And I'm pretty sure if you use the code Moira or Moira15, Moira, that's Moira's name, then you get like an extra 10% off, I think. So totally awesome. So I have a too long title with 2, 2, 2, and 2 2s. Plus all the other sets of 2. I went a little too crazy. Is that TWO crazy or TOO crazy? I think it's TOO crazy. The little die cuts are all from the hip kit embellishment, the hip kit main kit die cut pack that came in for January 2022, and I think that's it. So I've got some, oh, I forgot the Nuvo drops. So I'm using the Dream Drops to do trails for each of the butterflies, and then I use my jewel drops like I normally do. If you are visiting from another location in this hop, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel and join the One Mommy Scrapping family. And if you are interested, I think you should check out the other awesome layouts by the other people who have participated in this Happy Tuesday hop. So, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. That was the one I always forget. Ring the bell so you're notified whenever I upload or go live, and blah, blah, blah. And thank you guys so much for watching. Close-ups are coming up, and I hope you guys all have a lovely day. Bye!